you know why we're here. We're here to get better. We're here to utilize our resources. And before we do anything, we got to pray. God, thank you for integrity, allowing us to continue to push and to strive and to be better than we have ever been before, for the opportunities and allowing us to continue to persist throughout it all because we have everything we need. In your name, amen. So let's start it off with our sayings. Let's go through them. So remember, no, back to the audience. We have, I am open to abundance and wealth on all levels because I deserve it. I radiate love and happiness. I am that I am. I create a vision of how I want my life to be a source of strength and courage. I align with divine energies. I'm on my path of transformation. Success is loving yourself, liking what you do, and liking how you do it. And we never forget all of those who suffered and died because they asserted that basic human right to be free. So we're just going through it, taking our time. It's been a while, but we're back. We're here. And as you can see, this is the home base. This is the setup right now at home. And so we're going to continue just to push and be better and be loved. Okay? Question, what is my purpose? Why are you put on earth, in your opinion? What do you feel like puts you in a situation to be most successful and those around you? The podcast, we're on season 3. We took a hiatus. I'm going to be honest. We took a hiatus, but regardless, we're getting back to it. So my first episode I plan on doing is my wife and I having a conversation because we broke generational trends even coming together. And so I think it'd be a great conversation to have that intentional dialogue between us because neither one of us came from very stable homes. We didn't have fathers in the home, but we came together and did something that we haven't seen before in our family tree. All right. The next one will be just me and you talking as we usually do, getting better, conversating, updating. The webinar, the Welcome Back webinar, this is a test. This is a practice between me and me. This is see how we're doing. The music, still on SoundCloud, YouTube. I'm working on getting Spotify, but the hard part for me on that one is buying beat. Look, music is not an investment I'm willing to make long term when it comes to heavy amounts of finances. And so for buying beats for me, it's not ideal. Quality beats can cost you around 200, 500,000. That's not ideal for me. I'm not pouring a lot of money into beats. So I'll get beats on YouTube. So every now and then I come across one that we can work something out and I get one for a reasonable price and it goes up on the Spotify. But for the most part, we just SoundCloud, YouTube, and we just make that rock. So we already did questions. Next one, in no particular order, everything, practice, tunnel vision, reality, goodbye, venting, and from the seed. From a seed, I'm probably about to work on after this. My community is a children's book I'm working on. So the ISBN and UPC already got the significance of them. The ISBN is essentially the social security number of the book. This is how they register with, I believe it's Washington, D.C., the copyright catalog library. This is how they can find my particular book no matter where they go in the globe. They can search that ISBN, which usually mirrors the UPC. Usually if you look up any book, the ISBN and UPC are side by side and they usually mirror each other for continuity. The publisher, author, and the illustrated information, I'm getting that updated. I'm adding the pictures are done. We're done with the pictures. Now we're adding words and getting that copyrighted. Okay. My wife wrote me a note. She said, "We love you. Thank you for everything you do for us." And you're welcome to them. You're welcome. Teespring is my most valuable asset. I just haven't cracked the code on how to get that to people. I might just need to put $100 behind the ad and just throw it. But I haven't been able to crack that one. That one is a really viable resource for me. I just haven't been able to crack that code to get it in front of the masses. PayPal is how I sell the book, film, and the album. I'm not really touching that. I'm selling the album. That's on Spotify through streams. But the book and the DVD, as well as the audio book, all those things can be found on the PayPal through the website. You know the website, omariaa.com. And I'll make sure I get that in the description below. The services pro bono, we still got the Vocational nonprofit and the criminal law organization. And it's just providing resources for the community. For the vocational, it's preparing you for success. Whether you want to do Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, interviewing skills, how to dress for an interview, all those things, I meet virtually. So wherever you are, you can get the help that you feel like you deserve. Career development, Where do you see yourself in 20 years? And let's work back. What can you do now to position yourself for that success that you know you deserve and your family deserves as well? And then mental health and mental counseling, emotional health. It's just processing. You know, we all have trauma. We're going to experience more trauma. How do we deal with it? How do we cope? Making sure our coping skills are not only progressive but productive, and it leads us towards success. The criminal law organization, the criminal justice navigation. I'm gonna walk you through, in my opinion, what you need to do and how you need to do it. Be very intentional with plea deals. When it comes to your public defender, understand they probably have a caseload of anywhere from 7 to 20, 25 people. So you're going to get lost in the mix unless you're a high priority case or you bring resources or you help them with their job. And that's where I come in. So I'm the liaison between you and your public defender. Excuse me. Yes. Yes. I see you get here. Okay. And to make sure that we're holding them accountable for what they need to do. So documents that need to be provided. I'll help you with the crime scenes and forensic science and chain of custody and things that coincide with that, as well as the probable cause and the reasonable suspicion that goes into it to make sure it's not fruits of the poisonous tree doctrine that wouldn't violate it. It's a big difference between, let's say, a plain view doctrine and the fruits of the poisonous tree. And I'll explain it briefly. Plain view doctrine, it means that anything that anyone can see in plain view can be used. They don't need PC to get it or warrants to get it. So, for instance, if a policeman is on patrol, walking by cars and they see maybe what they think could be drugs in plain view, then they have a right to investigate it, depending on the circumstances. Or maybe like an assault rifle in a state that's not legal to have, then they can investigate it. Okay, like for instance, in New York versus Oklahoma. Oklahoma, you can have a firearm here concealed without a license. In New York, you can't have one at all. That's the difference. Okay. Fruits of the poisonous tree doctrine is walking by a car, open it just because, and going through it. Anything gained from that can't be used. So whatever they get or extrapolate or take away from that investigation that is not supported with probable cause, which means it's illegal. Anything that gained from that, it can't be used. It's fruit of a poisonous tree, so to speak. Okay. Oh, and updates, too. Updates. I'm taking the LSAT in August to prepare for that criminal law. We're getting it. We got the finances to get it. We got the logistics to get it now. I just got to come through to test, which I know I will. I already started my master's program for the LPC. So counseling, rehabilitation counseling, I'm already accepted. I have the resources to go. I'm going to start that in this not upcoming spring, but fall. So because I want to prepare for the LSAT intentionally in August. And so it's all coming together. The resources are there. I just got to get the test scores, and we know we're going to get them. Okay, there's no other option except success. Oh, and that brings us to the Langston University, the master's program, Masters of Science. I've been accepted. I'll start in not in January this spring, but next fall, because I want to prepare for the LSAT. That's my plan, my goal. And then I'm going to chip it, knock it out. I already got it taken care of with certain benefits that I've earned with my service. And so we just continue to push and continue to get better. This is the test. Let's see how we did. Thank you again.